Hi, everybody. I'm Jennifer Marshall, co-founder and executive director of This Is My Brave, and we're back for another episode of getting to know our storytellers from this season. So today we have with us Kristin Gutweiler from our 2020 Houston cast. We're so excited to have you. Kristin, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what made you want to be a part of This Is My Brave?
Yeah, so I live in Houston. I've lived in Houston for, 12 years now. And as far as why I wanted to be a part of This Is My Brave, I decided in 2017 that I wanted to come out, as I say, with my mental health struggles. I was tired of hiding. I was tired of pretending. It was exhausting. And so I decided to do a Facebook Live video on World Mental Health Day, 2017. And maybe right before that, I'm not exactly sure how it happened, but I just started doing Instagram, and I was learning how you do that with the hashtags and everything. And I guess maybe it was hashtagging bipolar type 1 or something like that. And Jennifer, your name came up, or organization, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is awesome. I want to be a part of this. And so I started looking at how do you audition and everything. And ever since I disclosed my diagnosis, I wanted to share it with the world. Like, I don't think I'll stop talking until there is no stigma. I just can't talk about it enough. And the next show was in Atlanta, and I have a friend in Atlanta. I'm like, okay, well, I'll fly to Atlanta and do this thing. Well, I didn't do that. And I didn't see one in Houston. And I don't know how it happened. If it was an email, because I'm sure I signed up for your email. When I did my Facebook Live video, I wore the shirt, the Storytelling Saves Lives shirt, and I hadn't met you or anything like that. I'm like, this is what I believe in. I'm wearing this shirt. So anyway, somehow I found out there was a Houston show. Like, oh my gosh, how did I not know this? And so, of course, I registered and went and met Melissa, heard her story, of course, heard you speak. And I remember getting chills thinking about it again. But after it was over, so of course I met Melissa. I wanted to talk to her. She was, leading the event. But I felt like I knew you, Jennifer, from social media and just been following you this whole time. And I told my husband, Jack, I said, I want to go talk to her, but I'll probably start crying. And he said, that's okay, it's okay. And he was looking out for you, and he said, there she is, go talk to her. And so you may remember, Jennifer, when I walked up to you, I just started crying, and you said, oh, was it a bad week? I said, no, these are happy tears. I'm just so grateful for what you're doing. And it just means the world to me. And so it was grateful, thank you, gratitude, happy tears. So, yeah.
Well, Kristin, hi, Melissa here, and I'm helping produce the show in Houston this year. And I met Kristin at last year's show. I got a big hug, and we've been able to stay in touch. And I know when you came into audition, we were really excited to hear your piece. But you were nervous at the same time. What did it feel like when we called to tell you you were part of the show?
It was like a dream come true. Like I said, telling my story, trying to break the stigma is probably my biggest passion in my life right now. And so I was so excited, beyond excited.
Kristin, what are you looking forward to most about getting your story out there? Like, what do you hope that the audience takes away when you share your story?
Just that, don't hide, don't pretend. I hid since 1994, I guess, with my struggles with mental health. And I can only imagine what my life would have been like if I hadn't. There's just such a freedom of being yourself. And so I would want to encourage those who do struggle with mental health conditions to not hide, but then also I would like the audience who doesn't struggle at all with mental health to realize we're just normal people. No, I don't look like a serial killer or just this normal person, right? Just whatever normal is, but you know.
If there is such a thing, right?
Well, so, I mean, we were so excited you said yes to being in our show and had a welcome party. And then since then, we haven't been able to meet in person so much, you know, due to everything going on. But I know that I've seen you connect with castmates. And what has that felt like for you?
Well, it's been nice to connect, for sure. Yeah, especially you, because I felt like I know you better, and also Nicole. She and I met, we didn't meet through This Is My Brave. We met before that. So we have a little connection there. And so it's been nice. Yeah.
Kristin, would you say that your piece has changed, like the original audition piece that you came forward with, and then the pandemic hits and we're all so differently affected by what's been going on with the pandemic, but has your piece changed at all?
Yeah, definitely. During this pandemic, I've realized the importance of reaching out. And yes, I spoke out and shared my story before, but I still hadn't reached that point where I opened up and asked for help. I'm always the one who is available for other people. I'm a giver. I always feel like I have to be strong so I can serve other people. But I realized that it's okay to ask for help, and it's been absolutely amazing since I've decided to reach out for help.
That's awesome. Would you say that, you know, being a part of This Is My Brave had anything to do with helping you, you know, during this journey?
Well, definitely. Yeah, definitely, because you and Jennifer both told me about this online therapy organization that I just joined, and it's really amazing. I just started using it, and I've messaged with the therapist ever since we got matched up, and I'm just so grateful. I haven't had therapy in many, many years, and this makes it so easy and it's affordable. So, yeah.
I think everybody should have a therapist. It's like the greatest kept secret, but it really can help you work through struggles and better yourself. So I'm proud of you for reaching out and doing that.
Thank you.
What would you say is your, you know, just something people should know about you? Like, what's your favorite thing to do when you're not ending the stigma of mental illness?
Trying to help people take care of themselves, better their health. I'm a yoga teacher, Pilates teacher, health coach. Was a physician assistant for 11 years and just stepped away from that to focus more on prevention and wellness. So yeah, exercising, working out, walking my dogs, spending time with my hubby. So
Awesome.
riding bikes. I ride bikes a lot. Ride my bicycle.
I love that. It's great to get out and to stay active. And we're so grateful to you for coming out for This Is My Brave, for being a part of our community, for taking time out to talk with us about what you're excited about with the show. And we can't wait to get your piece out to the world in October. So thank you so much for doing this with us.
Yeah, thank you so much for asking me. Means a lot.
Awesome.